Imagine someone is beating you and raping you every day of your life.
Nyla Amin carries with her the scars of a childhood cut short. At just 8 years old, she was engaged to a man in his 20s. At 13, taken by her parents from her home in New York to Pakistan and forced to marry.
I had to go live with my rapist. I was suicidal. I tried to drink bleach.
Amin's parents then planned to send her back to the U.S. and had her apply for papers to bring her 26-year-old husband into the country.
So I was his lottery ticket out of Pakistan, and he was my first cousin.
And in the eyes of the U.S. government, the arrangement was perfectly legal. According to new government data obtained by the Associated Press, from 2007 to 2017, nearly 3,000 visa petitions were approved from children wanting to bring their adult spouses into the U.S., and more than 5,000 petitions were approved for adults wanting to bring child spouses to the U.S. In one case, a 49-year-old man applied for admission for a 15-year-old girl. Now, Congress is taking a closer look at the issue.
So it indicates a problem, it indicates a loophole that we need to close.
Senator Ron Johnson heads the Homeland Security Committee, which requested the data from Citizenship and Immigration.
It's really U.S. government policy to try and prevent child marriages and forced marriages. It's easier said than done, though.
He says U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services needs to be more thorough in investigating applications to make sure applicants aren't in forced marriages. Action that couldn't come soon enough for victim advocates who say the lure of a U.S. passport is fueling the problem.
The U.S. government is not only complicit, the U.S. government is encouraging child marriage.
Freddie Reese heads Unchained at Last, a nonprofit that helps victims of forced and child marriages. She was herself married against her will. She says there should be a minimum age of 18 for both parties for a spousal visa petition to be processed.
In many cases, the girls that I'm trying to help who are facing a forced marriage or have been forced to marriage, it's because of this immigration loophole.
USCIS failed me when that officer, immigration officer, Homeland, whoever was going through that paperwork, why didn't they see 14 years old, 28 years old? That makes no sense.
Shut up, bitch.
The marriage and has since reconciled with her parents, but the ordeal has left a lasting impact.
Shalom, Yasharala. I want to start out by giving infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. A salutation to you, sincere. I can push this truth across the four winds. On this sit down, it's not about that heathen, that Ishmaelite. The point of it is, I'm going to point out the hypocrisy over here in Babylon. All right. Now, when you look at the meteorologists, to show you the meteorologists are garbage. We're on the cusp of World War III. You got trade wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. You got real news, all right? World War III is upon us, but this R. Kelly bullshit, drama, soap opera is ruling the media airways, all right? So I'm saying that to say this, all right? This guy is being crucified by society because he so-called dealt with underage broads, underage females, all right, according to the white man's number, all right? And they're sacrificing this guy. You know, they're assassinating his character, even though he a wicked-ass nigga. Fuck that nigga. But I'm showing the hypocrisy of this democracy. They put this guy all over the airways and assassinating his character, even though he don't have no character. You know, I'm just making a point using him as an example. But yet every year they give thousands and thousands of green cards to guys that come into society that's twice the age of the females they're dealing with. And that's what you call a hypocrite. That's an unjust balance. And that shows that the sons of Yasharala, the men of Yasharala, are a reproach amongst the heathen. They make song of us because we are Israelites, but yet they do the same thing we do. They are hypocrites. And it's a hypocritical society. This is a hypocritical system. All right? You're going to sacrifice this Israelite man that you use him for his talent. You know, you put him on a pedestal and then you break him down, okay? But yet all around you have real pedophilia going around. Because according to our custom, and like that bitch talking shit, that's the Middle Eastern way. Her problem was that Ishmaelite she was Americanized. She had lived in America. She had connections to America. So when they sent her back to Pakistan, she wasn't agreeing with it because she had Babylon juice in her. If she was just in Pakistan all that time, she wouldn't be hollering she was raped. That would have been her husband. Nobody cares what the woman thinks in the Middle East, a biblical perspective. My daughter going to be whatever, in the righteous kingdom, of course. My daughters are going to be whatever man I pick for them. One of my brothers in my camp, or one of my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, me and that guy is going to make a deal. He's going to give me a dowry, and I'm going to give my daughter to one of his sons, or even give my daughter to one of my brothers. My daughter, and I'd tell him, look, man, this is going to be your daughter. This is going to be your wife, brother. My daughter be 9 or 10, and I'll betroth my daughter to my brother that's my fucking age, man. That's the way we did things in those days, man. He's not going to pop her while she's a young girl and her body hasn't developed, but she's going to be promised to him, and I'm going to raise her up on how to serve her husband and serve her king in my household. And when she comes to age, all right, my brother's going to pay me a dowry for her, and we're going to have a marriage ceremony, and I'm going to give her tokens. And he might be 20, 30 years older than her. That's the way our customs and culture go. But in this society, a man can't deal with a woman that's years younger than him, but he could marry a man. He could go pop a little boy. All right? That's the hypocrite, man. So I'm going to go through a few precepts, man. This guy is getting put on every media outlet, on TV, entertainment outlet, has been deemed a pedophile and a wicked nigga, but yet this government gives green cards to guys that are doing exactly what he's being crucified for. And you seen that clip, you seen it say give out thousands of green cards to men that are 20, 15 years. The girl 29, the man 29, and he was able to get a green card because he came here with his 14-year-old wife. And America does that, but they're going to sacrifice R. Kelly. That shit, that's madness. That's the hypocrite. All right? So I'm going to start off in Proverbs 11. And it reads, a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shema Shai. Our laws tell us to do no judgment with partiality. Show no partiality in judgment. All right? This devil, that's all he's about. A Edomite could commit a crime of rape and get probation, and a Israelite commit the crime of rape and get life without parole. That's the way things go here in America. Or a nigga could kill another nigga and get off scot-fucking free. A wicked nigga kill a nigga with evidence and get off scot-free, but according to the law, they have the police might have did something that broke protocol, and he'll get off scot-free. And then you'll have a black bitch lie on a guy that didn't rape her, and then he'll end up getting 60 years behind a lie. See, that's why America's going to destroy this place. This place is a false balance all throughout every facet of society. But a just way is his delight. That's when you make judgments all around the board with equality. No, you show no partiality in judgment. No respect of persons, okay? If R. Kelly is going to get sacrificed for doing what he did, this Winehouse guy, Elvis Presley, all these thousands of men that you're letting in society and get green cards that are coming in here with 13, 14-year-old wives, and you're letting them, they supposed to be getting their head on the chopping block. But that's why this place is going to be destroyed, because it's an abomination to Yahweh Shema Shai. Judgment doesn't go forth in this place, man. Righteous judgment. Let me say that. Judgment, man, we are getting judged in this bitch by this devil, but righteous judgment don't go forth. Okay? Get Matthew the 7th chapter. Okay? Start at the top. All right. This is Matthew 7:1. Judge not that you be not judged. Now you gotta, this is what Christians mangle. They mangle this scripture. All right. When it say judge not that you be not judge, not that you be not judge, that's not saying a man of the Lord can't judge, man. When you're in the body of Yahweh, you gotta have counsels and judgments, man. When brothers go off, you gotta make judgments. You know what I'm saying? You have to make judgments. You have to, if a brother come in and he's an adulterer and he trying to come amongst the body and he's committing adultery, somebody got to judge that guy, man. That guy can't be around the flock like that. If a brother's going off, he's putting his family before this truth, man, a judgment God. Man, we might have to suspend this guy for about 6 months. He's putting things ahead of this truth. So that's not what it means when the scriptures say, judge not that you be not judged. It's talking about hypocrisy. When they say judge not that you be not judged, it's talking about being a hypocrite, okay? Because, in fact, let me just get this precept to show that we can judge. 1 Corinthians, what the fuck, Salakia, what am I looking for? 1 Corinthians, what is that scripture? I hate when this happens. 2 and 14, that's what I want. All right? This is 2 and 15. 1 Corinthians 2 and 15. But he that is spiritual judge of all things. So we're spiritual men. We judge everything. We have to judge things amongst this body of Yahweh. We have to purge evil amongst the brotherhood. Sometimes brothers come in, they have leaven, they have foul spirits on them, they do certain things, and judgment calls have to come down, okay? Yet he himself is judged no man. There's no condemnation for those that are in Yahweh. So a spiritual man is judge of no man, especially somebody of this world. Esau can't judge us, man. He's a fucking wicked, abominable branch. He's a fucking devil, okay? You see what I'm saying? If anybody could judge R. Kelly, it's men of the Lord. Who is Esau? Esau has done 1,000 times worse the things that R. Kelly has done. How dare him judge him? Even though, according to scriptures, R. Kelly is a wicked nigga, okay? I'm not defending this nigga. I'm just showing the scenario of the dynamics of what's going on in the issue. All right? Verse 16. For who have known the mind of Yahweh Shai, that he may instruct him. But we have the mind of Yahweh Shai. We have the mind of Yahweh Shai. We're like King David. We want the mind of Yahweh Shai. So when we judge according to his word. We judge according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. All right? We're his ambassadors. We're his governors. All right? We do his bidding. So when we judge righteous judgment. All right? We don't, it's business, it's not personal. All right? So I'm going to go back to Matthew 7:1. For what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. That's a hypocrite. All right? If you doing something, then you go judge somebody else for doing it. However you judge that person, if you're smoking weed and then you judge somebody for smoking weed, however you judge that person, it's going to come on you. All right? Now we're dealing with Esau. This is for Israelites. Revelation 18 say, do him double. So however Esau's judging us on this side, he's being a hypocrite. We're going to do to him double the judgments that he's doing to us. Because this scripture is for fellow Israelites, okay? And what measure you meet, it shall be measured unto you. All right. Esau is going to get a double portion of vengeance when he get judged. All right. Because this scripture talking about hypocrites amongst Israelites. If you got a wicked nigga, he doing something, then he going to judge somebody and he got a beam in his fucking eye. All right. When he gets judged, he going to get judged the same way he did somebody else. All right. And what behind us the mote that is in thy brother's eye? Thy brother got a splinter in his eye. All right. You looking at a brother got a splinter in his eye. I'm going to say this. You might got a brother. He don't go to court. He don't come to camp on time. You know, he a little sloppy. He's a little rough around the edges. And you just lighting in on this brother. But behind closed doors, you commit adultery. Behind closed doors, you sodomizing your girlfriend. Behind closed doors, you defrauding. You stealing from people. Okay? But consider not the beam in your own eye. That's Esau. Esau is talking about R. Kelly. He's 25-year-old dealing with a 15-year-old chick. Nothing's wrong with that at all. Nothing's wrong with that at all, according to the Bible, biblical perspective. All right, and Esau will be 50 years old, fucking a 3-year-old man. Esau will be 60 years old dealing with a 6-year-old child, an 8-year-old child. He got a tree in his fucking eye. Okay? And that's what goes on in this place, man. All right? He's bringing down the hammer, talking about this guy's going to be under criminal investigation, but yet you're giving heathens green cards that come over here with 14-year-old wives, and they're 50 and 60 years old, man. Which nothing is wrong with that, all right? Let me highlight that. That's the way we roll in the Middle East. The Bible is a Middle Eastern book with Middle Eastern philosophies, Middle Eastern perspectives. That's what we do. I would give my daughter to a man that's 50 years old if he's a righteous man, if he's a man of the Lord, a man of integrity. Okay? She's a woman. She can bear children. She could take instructions. She could clean house. All right? She can tend to the chickens and the livestock. All right? All right? She can go tend to the vineyard. She can bear my children, feed my children. When I leave the house and go on a long trip, I give her instruction and she preside over my household while I'm gone. Okay? A 15-year-old can do those things. Okay? I'm looking for Job. Where you at, brother? Job 20. I think it's 5 what I'm looking for. Here we go. All right. Job 20 and 5. The triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but a moment. You see Esau being a fucking hypocrite and is jubilant in his rulership. It's for but a moment. His day is coming to an end. All right. The wicked gnasheth at the teeth, but the Most High laugh at him. Let me get that. All right. His rule on this earth, he's a hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite on the planet. How dare him come at somebody for pedophilia when that's all he does? He's the overlord king of pedophilia. That's how he get down. Is through pedophilia, and he's gonna crucify a man that's so-called doing pedophilia according to his standards, which isn't pedophilia, man. A 15-year-old, 16-year-old, that's a woman, man. That's a woman. They have the administration. A lot of these 15-year-old girls, breasts are fully developed physically. All right. They by some of these 15 to 16-year-old bras be looking more developed than women that are 21 and 22. But that's because of the hormones. Like when we get back in our nation, they're not gonna be getting their period menstruations that fast and stuff. That's these hormones and shit Esau put in stuff. All right. Now what am I looking for over here in Psalms 37? All right. Here we go. I'm looking for the wicked gnashes his teeth. I know it's in this chapter. Here we go. See, this Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just. See, they all about demeaning the Israelite man, the so-called Negro, Native American, and Latin man of the earth. Hispanic man of the earth. They makes us proverbs. They demean us, okay? That's what they're all about. They put us on the airways. The only people they show and give the limelight to is ignorant niggas with their pants sagging, skinny jeans on, with blunts in their mouth. That's the depiction they give the Israelite man throughout the four winds. They put them on the earth, on the TV, and that's all the other nations see. Degenerate niggers, okay? And that's all by design. That's this devil plotting against the just. All right, he ain't gonna put the men of the Lord on there that are out here pushing sound doctrine across the four winds that enlighten the flock. He not gonna put us on there. He gonna put degenerate niggas and athletes and shit, coons, sellouts, and gnash his teeth on them. All right, that's what this devil does. All right, he's a hypocrite. He do our people what our people do. They learn it from their devil. This devil. Our people take his weed. When our people do partake in the wicked ass abominations, they get it from this devil. And then when they do it, the Israelites, whatever you do it good. They supersede the deeds of the devil. Okay? Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he see his day is coming. All right? The Most High laughing at this devil, man. He think he's around here spreading himself as a green bay tree, but the day gonna come, you're gonna look for him, and his pump is gonna be brought down low, and he gonna be weak as the nations, okay? Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth his day is coming. And we're in that day. We're in that day, man. This devil's demise is upon him. The wicked have drawn out their sword and have bent the bow and cast down the poor and needy. All right? Our people are the poor and needy, man. And we're made a reproach in this place. And to slay such that be upright conversation. See, what they're doing, R. Kelly, in the news, that's what they're going to do to men of the Lord. They're going to lie on us. They're going to demean us. They're going to slander us. All right? They're going to say the same thing about us. They're going to say we're pedophiles. They're going to say we're Al-Qaeda. They're going to do that to us. All right? What you see going on with R. Kelly is a precursor of what this devil is going to do to the men of the Lord. All right? That's why you got to learn from everything. Be ignorant in nothing, great or small, according to Sirach, the 5th chapter. Okay? Salaki Yasharala. All right, I got a precept in Psalms 44th chapter. No, that's 43. All right, I think it was 13. This it. All right. Here we go. This is Psalms 44 and 13. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword amongst the heathen and a shaking of the head among the people. And that's us, man. You know, it's prophecy being fulfilled for our disobedience to Yahweh Shema Shai. It's set up through the Spirit, you know. But still, all right? The Most High is going to bring us out of that murk and mire, and he's enlightening us to see why these things are happening. Why does devil do something 100 times worse than us? But if we do it, we get put on all the airways, and it gets seen by all of the nation. Okay, all right. And we're a byword among the heathen, and a shaking of the head among the people. All right, all right. So this devil is a hypocrite, and the reason these things are happening to us is because of our disobedience in Yahweh Shema Shai. R. Kelly was a wicked nigga that disobeyed Yahweh Shema Shai in his past life and all of this life. That's why we don't have mercy. We don't give a fuck. He don't care about Yahweh Shema Shai. The Most High is not in his thoughts, so we don't give a fuck about him being sacrificed. I'm just using the example of what they're doing to him. They're going to do it to the Israelites, the men of the Lord, and that he's the hypocrite of hypocrites. So with that, may this sit down be edifying to the hearers, Lord willing. And I'm gonna give infinite honors to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you sincere brothers pushing this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala.